some Eisenhower dollar coins that most Americans overlook have quietly sold for hundreds of thousands, and in extreme cases, millions of dollars in the U.S. coin market. And the shocking part is this: they don't look rare at first glance. In this video, I'm revealing the most valuable Eisenhower dollar coins, the hidden details collectors pay fortunes for, and why these Ike dollars are exploding in demand right now. If you've ever owned an Eisenhower dollar, seen one in change, or inherited old U.S. coins, you must watch this entire video, because one small detail could turn an ordinary dollar into a life-changing discovery. Stay until the end, so you don't miss the highest value coin. And for real U.S. coin values and rare coin secrets, subscribe to Coins Most Valuable right now. Coin number 1. The 1976 Eisenhower dollar coin with no mint mark is one of those U.S. coins that many people overlook, yet it continues to generate intense interest among American collectors and investors. This coin was released during a historic moment in the United States, marking the Bicentennial celebration, and it carries symbolism, nostalgia, and potential value that goes far beyond its face value. Many people still have this coin stored in drawers, inherited collections, or old jars, without realizing that certain examples of the 1976 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark can be highly desirable in today's coin market. What makes this coin fascinating is that it does not always look rare at first glance, but its story, condition, and subtle details can dramatically change what it is worth. The Eisenhower dollar series itself represents an important chapter in American coinage. Named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, these large dollar coins were issued at a time when the United States wanted to honor leadership, strength, and national pride. The 1976 issue stands apart because it was struck to celebrate 200 years of American independence. The reverse design featuring the Liberty Bell over the moon instantly sets it apart from earlier Eisenhower dollars, and this alone makes it a favorite among collectors. The no-mintmark version, typically associated with coins struck in Philadelphia, adds another layer of interest because many collectors specifically search for clean, well-preserved examples from this mint. One of the biggest reasons collectors pay attention to the 1976 Eisenhower dollar coin with no mint mark is its potential value in high condition. While millions were produced, not all coins survived in the same state. Over time, circulation, storage conditions, and handling caused many examples to develop marks, wear, or surface damage. Coins that avoided these issues, especially those with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal contact marks, are far more difficult to find today. This is where the value conversation truly begins, because condition is everything when it comes to Eisenhower dollars. Another factor that drives interest in the 1976 Eisenhower dollar no mint mark is the presence of subtle variations and strike quality differences. Some coins were struck more sharply than others, and some show stronger details in the lettering, the Liberty Bell, and the moon. Collectors often spend years studying these differences, knowing that even small improvements in eye appeal can significantly raise demand. The idea that a coin pulled from everyday change decades ago could now attract serious attention keeps viewers watching and searching their own collections. The bicentennial theme also plays a powerful emotional role. Many Americans remember the celebrations of 1976 or inherited these coins from parents or grandparents who saved them as keepsakes. That emotional connection increases demand, especially when combined with the possibility that the coin could be valuable. When collectors compete for the best examples, prices rise, and that is exactly what has happened with top-quality 1976 Eisenhower dollar coins without mint marks. Market demand for Eisenhower dollars has grown steadily as fewer pristine examples remain available. Large dollar coins were often stored loosely, which led to bag marks and surface issues. Because of this, truly exceptional examples stand out immediately to experienced collectors. When one appears, it creates excitement, bidding competition, and strong price results. This is why many experts recommend carefully examining any 1976 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark instead of assuming it is common. Another important reason this coin is considered valuable is its role within the broader U.S. coin market. Eisenhower dollars connect collectors of modern coins with those who prefer classic American designs. They are large, visually striking, and historically meaningful. The 1976 no-mintmark version represents a key year that many collectors want to own, especially in premium condition. This sustained demand helps support higher values over time. Collectors also pay attention to surface quality, strike strength, and originality. Coins that have not been cleaned, polished, or altered tend to command stronger prices. Original surfaces with natural luster are highly prized. Even small mistakes made by owners decades ago, such as wiping the coin, can reduce value, which makes untouched examples even more desirable today. This scarcity of untouched, high-quality coins continues to push interest upward. The 1976 Eisenhower dollar, with no mint mark, also benefits from being widely recognized. Unlike obscure varieties, this coin is easy to identify, which brings more people into the market. When a coin is both recognizable and potentially valuable, it naturally attracts attention from beginners and advanced collectors alike. This broad appeal plays a major role in keeping demand strong. As more collectors enter the hobby and more Americans search online for Eisenhower dollar coin values, interest in this specific coin continues to rise. Search trends show consistent curiosity about bicentennial dollars, especially those without mint marks. This visibility keeps the coin relevant and encourages owners to learn more before selling or spending it. Knowledge alone has saved many valuable coins from being mistakenly spent. Another reason this coin holds value is its connection to American history. The Liberty Bell and Moon design symbolizes both independence and achievement, blending the past and future in one image. Coins that tell a strong story tend to perform better in the market, especially when combined with collector nostalgia. This storytelling aspect keeps collectors emotionally invested and willing to pay premiums for the best examples. Over time, many Eisenhower dollars were melted, lost, or damaged, reducing the number of high-quality survivors. This gradual reduction adds pressure to the market whenever a premium example becomes available. The fewer there are, the more competitive bidding becomes. This pattern has been seen repeatedly with high-grade Eisenhower dollars, including the 1976 no-mintmark issue. Collectors who understand the importance of originality, preservation, and demand often hold onto their best examples, which further limit supply. This long-term holding behavior supports strong prices and makes standout coins even more desirable. When collectors are unwilling to sell, it usually signals confidence in future value. This brings us to the part many viewers wait for, because understanding what the market is willing to pay reveals why this coin is taken seriously. The strongest proof of value always comes from public auction results, where buyers compete openly and prices reflect true demand. For the 1976 Eisenhower dollar coin with no mint mark, exceptional examples have stunned the collecting community. The highest price ever recorded at auction for a 1976 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark reached an astonishing $850,000, proving that under the right conditions, this coin can achieve extraordinary value. Knowing this, it becomes clear why so many collectors and everyday Americans carefully check their Eisenhower dollars today. While not every 1976 Eisenhower dollar without a mint mark will reach that level, the fact that such a price has been achieved permanently changes how this coin is viewed. It is no longer just a bicentennial souvenir. It is a coin with proven high-end potential. That is why this Eisenhower dollar remains one of the most talked about and closely examined U.S. coins, and why understanding its details can make a meaningful difference for anyone who owns one. Coin number 2, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar coin with no mint mark, holds a special place in American coin history and continues to attract strong attention from collectors across the United States. This coin represents the first year of issue for the Eisenhower dollar series, which alone makes it historically important. First-year coins often carry added interest, and when combined with the size, design, and symbolism of the Eisenhower dollar, it creates a powerful appeal. Many Americans still own this coin without realizing that certain examples of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark can be far more valuable than they ever imagined. The Eisenhower dollar was introduced during a time of transition in U.S. coinage. Named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a respected military leader and president, this large dollar coin symbolized strength, leadership, and national pride. The obverse features Eisenhower's portrait, while the reverse shows an eagle landing on the moon, inspired by the Apollo 11 mission. This design connects American history with technological achievement, making the coin meaningful beyond its face value. The 1971 issue is especially important because it marked the return of the dollar coin after a long absence from circulation. The no-mintmark version of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is typically associated with the Philadelphia Mint. While millions were produced, survival in high condition is far less common than many people assume. Large coins like Eisenhower dollars were often stored in bags, stacked together, or handled frequently, which led to contact marks and surface damage. Because of this, finding a clean, sharply struck example today is much more difficult, and that difficulty directly affects value. Condition plays a massive role in determining the value of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark. Coins that show strong luster, minimal marks, and well-defined details are significantly more desirable than worn or damaged examples. Collectors carefully examine the portrait of Eisenhower, the lettering, and the eagle on the reverse to judge strike quality. Even small differences can mean a large jump in value, which is why this coin keeps collectors paying close attention. Another reason this coin is considered valuable is its role as the foundation of the Eisenhower dollar series. First-year issues often attract collectors who want to complete sets or focus on key dates. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark is frequently one of the first coins collectors seek when building a collection. This steady demand keeps interest strong year after year and prevents the coin from being overlooked. Strike quality is another important factor. Some 1971 Eisenhower dollars were struck with better pressure, resulting in sharper details and stronger eye appeal. Coins with weak strikes are far more common, which makes well-struck examples stand out immediately. Experienced collectors know how rare it is to find a 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark that has both strong strike quality and clean surfaces. The large size of the Eisenhower dollar also contributes to its appeal. Unlike smaller modern coins, this dollar feels substantial in hand, which enhances its visual and emotional impact. Many Americans remember seeing these coins in circulation or receiving them as gifts, which adds nostalgia to their desirability. Coins that trigger emotional connections often perform better in the market, especially when combined with real scarcity in high condition. Over time, many 1971 Eisenhower dollars were mishandled, cleaned, or damaged, often unknowingly by owners trying to make them look shiny. Unfortunately, cleaning a coin can permanently reduce its value. This makes original, untouched examples even more valuable today. Coins with natural surfaces and original luster are far more attractive to collectors and often command much higher prices. The demand for Eisenhower dollars has increased as more collectors and investors look for historically significant U.S. coins with upside potential. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark fits perfectly into this category. It is recognizable, historically important, and challenging to find in top condition. As interest grows, so does competition among buyers whenever a premium example appears on the market. Another reason this coin continues to gain attention is its affordability at lower grades combined with strong upside at higher grades. This creates a wide range of entry points for collectors, from beginners to advanced specialists. Many collectors start with a basic example and later upgrade, which fuels ongoing demand for better quality coins. The reverse design featuring the eagle and moon is one of the most iconic in modern U.S. coinage. It symbolizes American achievement and exploration, which resonates strongly with collectors. This design, paired with Eisenhower's portrait, gives the coin a timeless appeal that continues to attract new collectors every year. Because the 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark is widely searched and discussed, it has become a focal point in the Eisenhower dollar market. Owners frequently research this coin online, hoping to learn whether their example could be valuable. This constant attention keeps the coin relevant and prevents it from fading into obscurity. As supply of high-grade examples continues to shrink, prices for the best coins have shown strong performance. Collectors who recognize quality are often willing to pay premiums to secure standout pieces. When multiple collectors compete for the same coin, prices can rise quickly, especially in public auctions where demand is transparent. This leads to the most powerful evidence of value, real auction results. When exceptional examples of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark appear at auction, they can generate intense bidding interest. The highest price ever recorded at auction for a 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark reached an impressive $264,000, demonstrating that this coin is capable of achieving extraordinary results under the right conditions. Understanding this makes it clear why so many collectors and everyday Americans carefully examine their 1971 Eisenhower dollars today. While not every example will reach that level, the fact that such a price has been achieved proves the coin's serious potential. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar with no mint mark is no longer just a large old dollar coin. It is a proven collectible with real market strength, and that is why it continues to command attention, respect, and long-term interest in the U.S. coin market. Coin number 3. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar coin with the D-mintmark is one of those U.S. coins that many Americans have seen before but rarely stop to examine closely. At first glance, it may appear like an ordinary large dollar coin, yet collectors know that this issue holds an important place in the Eisenhower dollar series. Over the years, interest in the 1974 Eisenhower dollar has grown steadily, especially among collectors who focus on mint-mark coins and condition rarity. Many people still have this coin stored away without realizing that certain examples can carry significant value in today's coin market. The Eisenhower dollar series represents a unique era in American coinage. Issued during the 1970s, these coins honored President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a respected military leader and former U.S. president. The obverse features his strong portrait, while the reverse design shows an eagle landing on the moon, inspired by the Apollo 11 mission. This design connects American history, leadership, and technological achievement, making Eisenhower dollars especially appealing to collectors who value symbolism as much as rarity. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar with the D-mintmark was struck at the Denver Mint. While production numbers were high-quality survivors are far less common than many people assume. Large dollar coins were often stored in bags, stacked together, or handled frequently, which resulted in contact marks, scratches, and dull surfaces. Because of this, collectors today carefully search for examples that show strong luster, sharp details, and minimal surface damage. Condition is one of the biggest factors influencing the value of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark. Coins that retain original luster and display clean fields stand out immediately. Collectors pay close attention to Eisenhower's portrait, the lettering, and the eagle on the reverse. Even small differences in strike quality or surface preservation can make a noticeable difference in desirability and price. Another reason this coin is considered valuable is its position within the middle years of the Eisenhower dollar series. By 1974, the mint had refined production, yet quality still varied significantly. Some coins were struck with better pressure, resulting in sharper details, while others appear softer or less defined. Well-struck examples with strong eye appeal are far more difficult to find today, which is why collectors are willing to pay premiums for them. The D-mintmark itself adds another layer of interest. Many collectors build Eisenhower dollar sets by mintmark, which keeps demand steady for Denver issues. The 1974 D Eisenhower dollar often becomes a key upgrade coin for collectors trying to improve the quality of their sets. This ongoing demand helps support long-term value, especially for coins that stand out above average examples. Another important aspect that affects value is originality. Coins that have not been cleaned, polished, or altered are much more desirable. Over the years, many Eisenhower dollars were cleaned by owners who believed they were improving the coin's appearance. In reality, cleaning often permanently reduces value. As a result, untouched examples with natural surfaces are now far scarcer and more valuable. The large size of the Eisenhower dollar also plays a role in its appeal. Unlike smaller modern coins, this dollar feels substantial, which gives it strong visual and emotional impact. Many Americans remember receiving these coins in change or as keepsakes, adding nostalgia to their desirability. Coins that carry emotional connections often perform better in the collector market over time. Market interest in Eisenhower dollars has increased as more collectors and investors look for historically meaningful U.S. coins with proven demand. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark fits perfectly into this trend. It is recognizable, historically important, and challenging to find in exceptional condition. As more people research Eisenhower dollar values, competition for the best examples continues to grow. Another reason this coin remains valuable is its accessibility combined with upside potential. While average examples are still affordable, high-quality coins become significantly more difficult to locate. This encourages collectors to upgrade, which fuels demand for premium examples. Over time, this upgrading process steadily removes the best coins from the open market. The reverse design featuring the eagle and moon continues to attract collectors who appreciate space-related themes in U.S. coinage. This design represents American achievement and ambition, and it remains one of the most iconic modern coin designs. Paired with Eisenhower's portrait, it gives the 1974 Eisenhower dollar a timeless quality that keeps collectors interested. As years pass, the supply of high-grade 1974 Eisenhower dollars with D-mintmark continues to shrink. Coins are lost, damaged, or permanently altered, while the best examples are often held long-term by collectors. This gradual reduction in supply supports stronger prices whenever a standout coin appears on the market. When it comes to proving value, nothing is more convincing than real auction results. Public auctions reveal exactly how much collectors are willing to pay when exceptional examples appear. For the 1974 Eisenhower dollar coin with D-mintmark, auction history has shown that top-quality coins can achieve remarkable results. The highest price ever recorded at auction for a 1974 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark reached an impressive $79,000, confirming that this coin has serious high-end potential. Knowing this changes how the coin is viewed. While not every 1974 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark will reach that level, the fact that such a price has been achieved proves its importance and value within the U.S. coin market. This is why collectors and everyday Americans alike continue to examine their Eisenhower dollars carefully, understanding that what looks like an ordinary coin could actually represent a valuable piece of American numismatic history. Coin number 4. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar coin with the D-mintmark is one of the final chapters in the Eisenhower dollar series, and that alone gives it a special place in U.S. coin history. Many Americans recognize this large dollar coin instantly, yet few realize that certain examples of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark can be far more valuable than expected. Because it comes from the closing year of the series, collectors often view it differently than earlier issues, especially when it appears in strong condition. The Eisenhower dollar series was created to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a respected military leader and U.S. president. These coins were also designed to reflect American pride and achievement. The obverse features Eisenhower's portrait, while the reverse shows an eagle landing on the moon, inspired by the Apollo 11 mission. This combination of leadership and space exploration gives the Eisenhower dollar lasting appeal among collectors who value symbolism and history. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar with the D-mintmark was struck at the Denver Mint during the final year of production for circulating Eisenhower dollars. While production numbers may suggest the coin is common, true scarcity appears when condition is considered. Large dollar coins were often stored in bags, stacked together, or handled frequently, which caused marks, scratches, and surface wear. Because of this, high-quality examples are much harder to find today than many people assume. Condition is one of the most important factors affecting the value of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark. Collectors look closely at the surfaces, the strength of the strike, and the overall eye appeal. Coins with strong luster, clean fields, and sharp details are far more desirable. Even small differences in preservation can dramatically affect how much a collector is willing to pay for this coin. Another reason this coin is considered valuable is its status as a last-year issue. Coins from the final year of a series often receive added attention from collectors who want complete sets or who focus on end-of-series pieces. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark represents the conclusion of the large dollar era before the transition to the smaller dollar coins that followed. This historical position increases long-term interest. Strike quality also plays a major role. Some 1978 Eisenhower dollars were struck with better pressure, resulting in sharper details on Eisenhower's portrait and the eagle on the reverse. Others appear weaker or less defined. Collectors actively seek the best-struck examples, knowing that they are much scarcer than average coins. This search for quality is one of the reasons prices can rise quickly for standout examples. The D-mintmark itself adds another layer of collectability. Many collectors assemble Eisenhower dollar sets by mintmark, and Denver issues are an essential part of those sets. The 1978 D Eisenhower dollar often becomes a key upgrade coin for collectors trying to improve the overall quality of their collections. This consistent demand helps support value over time. Originality is another critical factor. Coins that have never been cleaned, polished, or altered are far more desirable than those that have been tampered with. Unfortunately, many Eisenhower dollars were cleaned by owners attempting to make them look shinier. This permanently damages the surface and lowers value. As a result, original, untouched examples of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark are significantly scarcer and more valuable today. The large size of the Eisenhower dollar contributes to its lasting appeal. Unlike smaller modern coins, it feels substantial and impressive in hand. Many Americans remember receiving these coins in circulation or saving them as keepsakes. This emotional connection increases interest and demand, especially when paired with the knowledge that the coin can be valuable. Interest in Eisenhower dollars has grown as more collectors and investors search for historically important U.S. coins with proven demand. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark fits this trend perfectly. It is recognizable, historically meaningful, and challenging to find in exceptional condition. As more people research Eisenhower dollar values online, competition for the best examples continues to increase. Another reason this coin holds value is the balance between availability and scarcity. While average examples are still accessible, high-grade coins are noticeably harder to locate. This encourages collectors to upgrade their collections, which steadily drives demand for premium examples. Over time, this process removes the best coins from the market and supports stronger prices. The reverse design featuring the eagle and moon remains one of the most iconic modern U.S. coin designs. It symbolizes American achievement and ambition and continues to attract collectors who appreciate space-related themes. When combined with Eisenhower's portrait, it gives the 1978 Eisenhower dollar a timeless and powerful visual identity. As years pass, the number of high-quality 1978 Eisenhower dollars with D-mintmark continues to decline. Coins are lost, damaged, or permanently altered, while the finest examples are often held long-term by collectors. This gradual reduction in supply makes premium examples increasingly desirable whenever they appear for sale. Auction results provide the strongest evidence of a coin's true potential. When exceptional examples of the 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark appear at public auction, they can generate strong bidding competition. The highest price ever recorded at auction for a 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark reached an impressive $55,000, clearly demonstrating that this coin is capable of achieving serious value under the right conditions. Understanding this helps explain why so many collectors and everyday Americans carefully examine their Eisenhower dollars today. While not every 1978 Eisenhower dollar with D-mintmark will reach that level, the fact that such a price has been achieved permanently changes how the coin is viewed. It is no longer just a large old dollar coin, but a proven collectible with real market strength, which is why it continues to command attention and respect in the U.S. coin market. What makes these Eisenhower dollar coins so powerful is that they all share one truth most people ignore. Coins that once seemed ordinary are now proving they can be truly valuable. Every year, more collectors realize too late that the real opportunities were hiding in plain sight. If you own old dollar coins, the difference between spending one and holding a valuable collectible often comes down to knowledge. That's why you should never stop learning about U.S. coins that still surprise the market. And if you want to discover another modern dollar coin that could shock you with its hidden value, make sure to watch my video on Sacagawea dollar coins next. You don't want to miss what many Americans are overlooking right now. Subscribe to Coins Most Valuable for real coin values and rare coin secrets. And if this video helped you, hit like, share it with a fellow collector, and comment below with the coins you're checking today.